Thank you, Coach. EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the heart of Texas, NRG Stadium in Houston. They do it big here in Houston, and a second ago it was a Texas-sized welcome for their hometown guys. They're fired up and ready to go as they get set to match up with the Cleveland Browns. The calendar has turned to December, and we're in the home stretch now as we're underway in Week 13. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. Johnson, and he'll get this one up to the 26. J.J. Watt, the one that gets him down.
J.J. Watt makes another tackle there, and it's for a minimal gain. And let's face it, if that's all you're going to get running the ball, you're not going to have much success against him and his team.
Or, yeah, you better find a way to go around J.J. Watt, which isn't easy to do.
It's really not, because you got to try everything. Can you go around him? Can you go by him? Can you influence him to get him out of position so maybe you can wall him off? He's a really sharp, intelligent player, as well as a physical specimen.
They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete.
I know our vantage point might be a little bit better way up here, but that looked like an ill-advised throw to me. I didn't see anything open, and this play just didn't look right from the beginning.
It did not. I thought he might get outside and just chuck it away. Dangerous pass, incomplete.
All right, now look at 56. All right, here we go. 56. Green, 39. Green, 39. Detroit! Detroit! Watch it now, Barney! Barney!
On third down, Mayfield gets it to Gordon. It's a first down and more for Gordon. And he'll take it to the 43-yard line. Big yardage there for the Browns, 18.
Doesn't matter whether it's a zone coverage or man coverage, the drag route can be effective when it's run well.
First down carry here for Johnson. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. 12 more yards there and another first down.
And there we see an early burst that makes him one of the leading rushers in the league.
Well, I want you to know, I listened to you yesterday when we were watching film. You said write down the word vision for him. It was on display there, wasn't it?
It certainly was, because he allows the blocks to set up in front of him. And if that continues, it'll be a long afternoon for those guys.
He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 38, and they have possession, and they have it at the 38-yard line. Certainly not how they envisioned ending their opening drive here in the first quarter.
Too many ones in this play. First quarter, first drive, first interception thrown.
And that last one, that hurts. On the ground, this is Lamar Miller. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. A fresh set of downs on a gain of 13 there for the Texans.
And that's a run that'll energize an offensive line. They'll take that one all day long. Fundamental breakdown by the defense. You've got to be able to make plays on the edge.
They'll run it here. This is Deontay Foreman. And they'll get him down here at about the 42. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high powered, You've got to find a way to hold them under 20, because to me, that's the magic number. 20-point score gives yourself you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
So 3rd and 2, this quite possibly 4-down territory, though, if they're stopped. Now it's Watson. He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. And he gets it to the 34. Good enough for the first. Call it a gain of 7, and it gets him a new set of downs. A first down carry now for Miller. Works his way inside the 30 on a pickup of 4.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
On 2nd down, here's Miller. And this time he's not going anywhere. They'll get him down right at the line of scrimmage. Michael Kendricks, the linebacker, there to get him down.
But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
Come back, come back.
Throwing on 3rd down, Watson. And he's got the completion to Hopkins. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10 to the 7. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. The Texans with the first opportunity now from the red zone. They've got it 1st and goal at the 7. They'll try and run for it with Miller. And he's in. Touchdown, Houston. Lamar Miller with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Texans have taken the early lead. And his kick is good. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. And now Cleveland geared up to take the field. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
And they'll start the drive on the ground with Johnson. And able to stay on his feet past the 30 to about the 33-yard line. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
Give them 3 yards and a fresh set of downs.
Leopard! All right, now, Lucky 56. Lucky 56. Detroit! Detroit! All right, now, Lucky 56. Lucky 56.
First down, Mayfield. Flush to his right. Looking for Johnson, and it's intercepted. Picked off here by Aaron Colvin. They were looking for Johnson that time.
Well, they didn't exactly show patience there, did they? Just down a score, they come out firing right away and compound things by throwing an interception. They put their defense in a really tough spot.
Watson hands this to Foreman. Down to the 30 after a gain of 3.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on 2nd down.
Come back, come back.
Play action from Miller. Now Watson. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. And he'll be brought down at the 21, just shy of the 20 in the red zone. 9 yards on the pickup there, and it keeps the drive alive. Here's Foreman. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4. They've got it 2nd and 4 to start things out. They run again with Foreman. They stopped after only a yard, taking it down to the 14.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. And what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
They'll try to run for it with Miller. And they're going to lose some on this play. Being knocked back to the 18. Losing 4 yards that time. And now it's 4th down. And Walsh able to convert it as his kick is good. And the lead moves to 10-zip. So the drive stalls out inside the 15-yard line, but they do get 3.
And I've talked with enough players nowadays, and when they have these types of kicks, that no one says to their guy, hey, that's just like making an extra point, piece of cake. Because the extra point is not a piece of cake anymore. But kicking a field goal from that distance, just give him confidence and let him knock it through.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. That's complete. It's Gordon. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. A good pickup there for the Browns, 15 yards.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
And Mayfield just getting the play off. And he was hit as he threw it there, and it forces it incomplete. The former first-round pick, Kareem Jackson, there defensively.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on first down, the offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on first down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock Dalvin away and bring up second down.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. A first carry for the rookie Nick Chubb. Oh, look at the strength.
No.
And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. Big yardage there for the Browns, 18.
Would you say this offense is locked in right now?
They're having no trouble on this drive. What is it, 3 plays, 3 first downs?
Yeah, you talk about on the march. They keep this up, they'll get to that end zone real fast.
So a 1st and 10 now in Houston territory at the 42-yard line. They stay on the ground. This time it's Johnson. And he got blown up. Losing yardage on the play back at the 44. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
So, my man, I pose this question to you. How do you get to be the number 2 defense against the rush in the NFL?
You better than number 3, I guess.
Okay.
And make plays like that, right?
Well, you know, you're right. At its basic, be better than number 3, but you really nailed it. Make plays like that on a consistent basis.
2nd down, Mayfield. The 20. Over the middle and into the hands of his receiver, Landry. And he gets this one all the way down inside the 15. That goes for a gain of 31. A first red zone opportunity for the Browns thus far. It's 1st and 10 at the 14. They'll run it now out of the gun. And strong running there as he's inside the 10 and down to the 8-yard line. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5. Again, it's Johnson. And this carry not as productive. He's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage. They'll say no gain on the play there. Now it'll be 3rd down. Mayfield from the gun on 3rd down.
That didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just darted in once he saw the run develop. That appeared to be a case of see ball, get ball.
He didn't get the touchdown, but he did get the first down as he's tackled at the 1. First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Now contact up front as penalty markers come in. Who is this against? And he got a little aggressive too early.
And he did, wanting that quick takeoff as the ball was snapped, but I think sometimes those big guys on offense, they're pretty cagey too, right? They make those little sudden moves or those little subtle moves that get you to jump.
So the ball's moved to about the 1 after the penalty, 1st and goal. They come out here in the eye. They'll give it to Chubb, and he's in. Touchdown, Browns. Nick Chubb, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Browns have cut it back within a score. And he's able to put it through. Gonzalez now to kick this one away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. And now out comes Houston. And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had the field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Oh, I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field and says, all right, let's just settle for 3, except in certain situations, trying to ice a game, that sort of deal. Most of the time, it's end zone, and that's what you're thinking, and I believe that's exactly what they're thinking as they begin this one.
Yeah, no quarterback ever goes out there saying, hey, let's go play, right?
Not one that I've ever met.
And a decent gain there as that takes us to the 2-minute warning. 9 yards on the run there, and it will take us to the 2-minute warning. They'll fake the handoff. Now Watson. It's hauled in by Brandon Cooks. That one goes for 24 yards. He's been the forgotten man in this first half. Not a guy you want to forget. Not only his first catch, first time they've targeted him.
That doesn't make any sense, does it?
Not at all.
Because those are the types of plays that he provides. When he does come alive, when they do look his way, not only is it a big catch, it's a first down.
Black 99 Philly. 2-jet. 2-jet.
Watson on first down. Hauled in by Anderson, left side. And he's going to get this inside the 30. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first.
I got a kick out of that one, partner. You and I talk often about trying to hide receivers in certain situations, but a guy of his size can't really hide him. But the tight end drag route, definitely an effective way to sneak him across the formation for an easy completion and a first down.
Watson in the offense going to come up 1st and 10. And he's a perfect 5 for 5 here to begin the game. Watson going to give this one to Miller. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 11 more on that one and another first down.
They're making it look easy out there. Another first down. So far on this drive, let me do this little bit of math here. 4 plays, 3 first downs?
That's a pretty good recipe for success. They go play action here on first down. Being chased out left. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. He'll get just a yard on the scramble. It's second down.
Yeah, he only gets a few yards on 1st and 10, but he's better off doing that than throwing an incompletion or even worse, an interception.
To throw on second is Watson. Completion left side to Miller. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. And now we won't see a play on first down. We're going to get a timeout instead, as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half. Watson now to throw. This will be caught just inside the 10. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. Now from the 7, here's second and goal.
Come back, come back. Richmond. Come back.
On second down, here's Watson. And this will be incomplete. 1 second left to go. So with 1 second left in the half, on is the field goal unit. From the left hash, a chip shot here. And Walsh able to convert it as his kick. And just like that, on we head to half number 2. So we've come upon halftime here in Houston, and it's the home team, the Texans, leading this one. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. And here comes the Texans now. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you term that, because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies. Try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
We'll see if they do just that. Watson will bring up the Texans here, 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. Now a play fake here on first down. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Michael Kendricks coming hard on the blitz. He dumps him for a loss of 8. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on second down.
Tiger. Two jet.
Here's Watson now on second down. And this one will go to the 28-yard line. A nice job of eluding the pressure there, scrambling for 11. I thought they were going to sack him there like they did on first down. Great coverage, but he found a way to move with his legs.
Yeah, his ability to take off, not only did he get some yardage back, he got a little bit extra. Really helps him on third down, makes it manageable now.
The Texans on third down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 7. A shotgun snap for Watson. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And that one incomplete. Had some position but couldn't hold on, and it brings up 4th down.
Well, this at least is the right idea. I think they've got to get the tight end more involved.
He had just one target in the first half, incomplete. Now incomplete here with the first target of the second half.
Yeah, should not stop them at all from going back to him. Find him.
So possession goes over here on the punt. And the Browns will take over, 1st and 10. Here's the Browns now. They get set for their first possession of the third quarter. They were able to get the stop defensively. Now a chance really to set the tone here in quarter 3.
They can really take charge, can't they? And this is probably how it was drawn up at the half. I think we can go inside the locker room, all right? And I think we would see up on the grease boards, stop them defensively, get the ball back from the offense, and let's go downfield and score. Seems simple, right? The last part, we have to find out that's going to happen. But the first part worked to perfection. Did exactly what they wanted, and now their offense has to pay it off.
See if they can get the latter 50%. Now Carlos Hyde in the game. And he goes across midfield and down into Houston territory. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down. A very solid gain on that play.
Now a second down throw for Mayfield. Eluding the pressure right. Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets him a first down.
And another example of why Baker Mayfield went #1 in the draft. His ability to confound defensive coordinators. They played him for the pass. They covered it well. He takes off with his legs and scrambles for a big gain.
First down, a run with Hyde. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland. Carlos Hyde, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Browns can grab the lead if they hit the extra point. And he puts it through. Gonzalez now to kick this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll wind up getting an extra couple yards here for his trouble as he'll bring this one out to the 27. And now out comes Houston. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
Watson will bring up the Texans here, 1st and 10 at their own 27. They'll start out on the ground. It's Lamar Miller. And he'll get about 4 across the 30 to the 32.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on second down.
Come back, come back.
Off of play action, it's Watson into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 25, and he is going to get this one back to the 20-yard line. Oh, and I saw the pressure coming at him. That just looked problematic. Hit him as he threw it, and the interception ensued.
Let me pay homage to the man who stood in this spot before. He always talked about how much pressure is in the face of a guy, and can he step into a throw. And when you can't do that, oftentimes interceptions result.
And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair.
Lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Mayfield now on second down. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off at the 12. And he will return this one to the 30-yard line. Well, that's 3 picks he's now thrown in this game.
And I know this, the holiday season, because here we are in December. Right, it is the season of giving. Maybe for his own sake, after the game, he may have to announce that he's donating certain amounts to charity for each interception that he threw.
Richmond.
They begin with a run by Miller. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain on the play there. Second down.
He has elite instincts from his linebacker spot. He's able to diagnose the run and flies in like a missile to stop that one behind the line of scrimmage.
Now a deep ball there on second down, but it'll wind up incomplete. And both guys were there, but it falls incomplete. The Texans on third down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is third and 10.
Come back, come back. Come back, come back.
Watson off play action. A bullet throw, but incomplete.
But no second guessing the call here. It was third and long, so throwing the football was probably the smart play to try and pick it up. But they don't get it, and now the defense goes off the field feeling pretty good about themselves, gaining some momentum as they force them into a likely punting situation.
So a change of possession here on the punt. And out will come the offense as they take over. Heading out as the Cleveland offense now as they get set to take over here. And with 3 interceptions thrown already, we'll see. Do they rely more on the ground game here?
They may have to change things offensively to try and settle things down, not just for the guy throwing the ball, but for the rest of the offensive unit, because his confidence has to be shaken a little bit. And you just wonder, is the backup going to start to warm up a little bit over on the sideline?
Johnson, and the hole closes quickly. He gets it across the 35 to the 36-yard line. Aaron Colvin there to make the tackle.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Nickel Roby-Coleman. Trying to get it to Landry there. Maybe he telegraphed it a little bit right there. You've got a quarterback knowing that he's going against a rookie quarterback. He stepped in and picked it.
You think he had a great week of preparation, looking forward to this opportunity? And the second part of that is, when you're a young quarterback, you are going to stare down targets, but oftentimes your playbook hasn't expanded to give you full field reads as well. Makes it a little bit tougher for him.
And he's able to plow forward up to about the 29, just shy of the 30. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on second and short. They'll run it again with Miller. And tough going there as he'll only get it up to about the 31. Larry Ogunjobi there to make the tackle.
Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level, because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat. And we said, nah, man.
And he's taken down. This will be a Brown sack. Larry Ogunjobi in there to get him for a loss of 9, and that'll lead to 4th down. Here's Shane Leckler now as he's on to punt for Houston. He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. 51 yards on the punt there. And now the Browns coming out on the field. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious, because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Throw left side, caught by the tight end Njoku. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down. Chubb on second down. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And all of a sudden here, it's third down. Back now here on EA Sports. And we've got a dandy here. A 1-point game as we begin the fourth. Mayfield off the play fake. And this is going to be incomplete.
Let's go ahead and try and get into the body and the mind of the linebackers. Yeah, I know they're bigger and stronger than I ever was, but in this situation, they understood what was going on as much as the offensive guys. Because the offensive guys are always taught, find the first down sticks and make the play. On defense, what do you want to do? Guard the first down line. Make sure they don't get there and tackle them in front. They were able to drop in their zone coverage, figure out where the first down line was, and end up making the play, swatting it away so they couldn't get the completion.
Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch. On first down, Watson going deep for Hopkins. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 30. And they have the football and will set up shop at the 33-yard line.
And that's a great example of ball skills right there, partner. You and I do a lot of games, and I can't tell you how many guys look to run with the football before they've intercepted it. So that's a nice job of focusing on the task at hand and coming away with the interception.
All right, here we go.
They'll try to wind down some clock with Hyde. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 13 yards to pick up there. Good for a Cleveland first.
Well, Brandon, pace comes into play now because they've got the advantage. They've got the football, but they've got to be very careful about what speed they're going to play. You know, my music teacher back in New Paltz, Mrs. Bythema Bagley, used to say, don't go prestissimo when you really want to go longer. And what she meant by that is don't go too fast when you really want to go at a nice, slow, deliberate pace.
I am speechless. I am without speech. And he's brought down after a good game. 23 yards on the play.
I know we just saw a nice throw and catch, but how about the big guys up front buying that time? Yeah, that's exactly what they did. They created time and allowed the space to happen, and it turned into a really nice play.
Slow.
A first throw here for the backup Taylor. The throw to the left side, caught by Coleman. And he carries this one all the way down to the 9. And a nice gain of 21 yards. So first and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up. They'll try and run. This is Johnson. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. Duke Johnson with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Browns add 6 to their lead. Gonzalez good on the extra point. And that will ensure that it will take a touchdown and a 2-point conversion to tie it. Gonzalez now to kick this one away. Charles, this one not over, certainly, but you set the magic number earlier in this game at 20 points, said that they would need to hold them right around that marker under it. What are you seeing here?
Well, that number is still in play because we said, okay, 20 or under gives them a chance to win. Right on pace for being in that range. And guess what? They've got a shot.
Now a handoff to Miller. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down. Tough running there. That's a hard-earned 4 yards.
Yeah, those are the unsung kind of runs. They don't fill up the stat sheet, but they do set you up in good position on second down.
Come back, come back. Tiger, Tiger, Tiger. Come back, come back.
To throw is Watson. Looking to throw on second down. Well, he's going to have the hook up to QT. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. It's a 9-yard gain, and it keeps the drive moving. Watson now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10.
Tiger, Tiger, Tiger.
Play action for Miller. Now Watson finding some room at midfield. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he's going to get this into enemy territory at the 45. Give him 17 on the pickup there, and the Texans also get a new set of downs. Watson now 9 of 15 throwing the ball, 60%, and it's 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another 1st down.
Another carry for their leader, and a good one. It's crunch time. They'll need him to continue to be productive in both the run and passing game in order for them to try and snatch a victory.
On 1st and 10, Watson dumps it complete to Miller. And they'll get this one down to about the 20-yard line. 11 more yards that go around, a 1st down as well.
We always talk about having to read defenses and how complicated that is. Well, this was an excellent read. Read the pressure and got rid of the football before it even got to him for a nice game.
And when they're blitzing like that, running back usually a good spot to go with the football?
Without a doubt, because he's right in your sight line or he's near you. So you're able to just get it to him easily. And once he gets in space, that's usually a good matchup for him.
Watson steps away to his left. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Tell you what, partner, after he ices down, he's going to need a nice long soak in a hot tub after this one. He's been under duress the entire game.
Yeah, once again, hit as he throws. Fortunate that one wound up incomplete. After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. Back to the air, Watson on 2nd down. It's caught left side by Cooks. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. Texans passing game in rhythm right now, picking up another 1st. Time for a break. We're back to see what happens after this. First and goal, a touchdown and a 2-point conversion here are musts. Again, it's Watson. Dancing to his left. Toward the pylon, caught. And he's in. Touchdown, Houston. DeAndre Hopkins with touchdown number 20 on the year. And now the Texans are within a 2-point conversion of tying up this game. All right, now a big 2-point conversion attempt still to come. He's back to throw. And it's caught. And with it, we are tied here in the 4th. Set to go now with the kickoff. These two teams all even again as we continue in this wild 4th quarter. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. And now Cleveland geared up to take the field. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Taylor to throw. Over the middle, complete. That's Gordon. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. 13 yards to pick up there. Good for a Cleveland first. Well, that's a good first step, but several steps still to go.
They still have time for the possible game-winning field goal. Time for them to be quick and hurry at the same time.
They'll run it now out of the gun. Room to run past midfield. He gets it across the 50 and down to the 48. 13 yards to pick up there. Good for a Cleveland first.
Okay, there's 3 timeouts left, right?
Think you got to use one here, don't you?
No doubt about it. I'd use one right here.
They run again with Hyde on first. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. And before this second down play, we'll get a whistle, a signal, and a timeout. As it comes with exactly a minute to go in the football game. Mayfield. Out to the flat for Hyde. And he'll get it down here to the 43. It'll be a gain of 6. And just like that, it's third down. They're making steady progress, but I see your face. You're worried about that clock.
I'm worried about the clock, and at some point, you have to have a splash play in there as well.
Detroit! No. Check. Patriot! Look at 56.
Now Mayfield. The throw left side complete. It's Gordon. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. And now before this first down play, we're going to get a timeout here as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in this football game.
Leopard!
And back to the ground. And down inside the 15 he goes. 11 more on that one and another first down. Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 22 ticks to go in the fourth. Right back to him on first down. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. And now the Texans want to call another timeout as the clock will stop with 18 seconds remaining.
Leopard!
On second down. And he'll find his way down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. It's a gain of about 3, but it's going to leave him with third and still 7 yards to go. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense as he'll stop it with 11 seconds remaining in the ball game. So here we go. Maybe the biggest kick of the game forthcoming. And play is stopped here. Timeout. It's the defense calling the timeout here as he'll stop it with 11 seconds remaining in the ball game. The Browns on third down. They've been good. 3 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 7. And did he just clock that? Looked like he tried to stop the clock, but the clock wasn't even moving. And everything right now rests on the right foot of Zane Gonzalez. His first attempt of the afternoon, and it's for the win. And this one is right through. And it's celebration time on that sideline as they have taken the lead in the final seconds. He hasn't missed a kick all year. Why would he start now?
That's a great question, isn't it? Well, maybe because that was the most nerve-wracking kick he had to attempt all year, but he knocked it through just like it was an easy chip shot.
And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he'll get this only back to the 20. The Texans offense now, they get set to head back on the field here. Look at the clock. Everyone knows the situation. Probably time here for one final play.
And we know what that play is going to be. It's got to be some sort of Hail Mary, throwing it towards the end zone and hoping someone can catch it or catch it off of a tip. Think back to 2015. Didn't we see Green Bay pull that off?
A crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off by Terrence Mitchell. Well, we were on hand for a fun and entertaining game here. Coming down really to that last play. Great job defensively to get the pick and seal it.
And we know that every play during a game matters. You're never sure which one's going to be one of the key ones. But at the end of the game, when you analyze it, 3, 4, 5 plays are going to be the ones you focus on. And that last play was one of them. The last shot had to take it, and they came up with the interception.